me versus Canelo is a very good fight. I'm the bigger man. I have the longer reach. Look who we lost to, Dimitri Bivol, a bigger man, 6 foot.
If you and Jake fought, how long would it last?
Not that long.
I will pay homage to him because fair play. If he jumps in there with Canelo Alvarez, he'll get absolutely fucking destroyed, and it will be fast and it will be messy, and it will be bad for his health as well, potentially.
I can't give Jake Paul any more compliments than I'm giving him. All I said was he'll never be a world champion and he'll never beat Canelo Alvarez.
It's a great fight between me and Canelo, and I'm the bigger man. I have the longer reach look, and we lost to Dimitri Bivol, a bigger man who is 6 feet. If you and Jake got into a fight, how long would it last? I won't give him much credit because fair play. If he gets in there with Canelo Alvarez, it will be completely underscore destroyed, fast, messy, and possibly harmful to his health. I can't give Jake Paul any more praise than I'm giving him already, because all I said was that he would never be a world champion and would never defeat Canelo Alvarez. The news of a possible July bout between Jake Paul and Canelo Alvarez has the boxing world in a frenzy. Jake Paul has been pursuing this fight for a long time.
Me versus Canelo is a very good fight. I'm the bigger man. I have the longer reach. Look who we lost to, Dimitri Bivol, a bigger man, 6 foot.
If you and Jake fought, how long would it last?
Not that long.
Would you play with him a little bit? Would you carry him a little bit first?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I think that people is gonna enjoy. For me, not right now because I'm chasing other things in my career, but we never know.
Claiming in interviews that his advantages in size and reach would make for an interesting contest, Paul said, "I think I could be fighting against Canelo Alvarez for the WBC or UBO championship belt." Paul has always said he is confident he can defeat Alvarez, imagining him at 200 pounds for the cruiserweight championship. This announcement has shocked the boxing community because many people never thought such a fight would ever happen. It's a great fight between me and Canelo, and I'm the bigger man. We lost to Dimitri Bivol, a larger man, and I had the longer reach. 6 foot if you and Jake got into a fight. How long would it last? Would you play with him for a little while, or would you carry him for a little while first? Well, why not? I believe that people will enjoy it for me, but not right now because I'm pursuing other goals in my career. But we never know. Jake Paul said on Twitter that it was time for his biggest fight to yet. New York, New York. July 5th, Paul has been pursuing this fight for years, and it's finally happening.
You said that you'd like to go up against Canelo Alvarez. What gives you the right to call out a 59-2 boxer, one of the greatest of all time, when you've not yet proven yourself?
I'm predicting what's going to happen 3 more years from now.
So I'm
going to get to his skill level and beat him. I have one of the greatest self-belief systems in the world, and I know what I'm capable of. And with this new team, I can give Canelo a serious run for his money.
The long-awaited showdown with Canelo Alvarez is sending shockwaves through the boxing world. Davis responded to the startling Canelo versus Jake news. Unfazed by the flare-up while the boxing world discusses the fight tank, Paul responded bluntly on Twitter, stating, "I'm looking for flowers." He seems to be focused on his own path. In a 2021 interview, YouTube-turned boxer Jake Paul expressed his long-standing wish to take on Canelo Alvarez. Paul said, "I think I could be fighting against Canelo Alvarez for the WBC or WBO championship belt." At first, some were skeptical of this goal, but Paul persisted and the discussion has continued.
Champion. And then for your girlfriend, Yuta, to win Olympic gold.
Yeah, we just have all the belts
That's insane.
in the world.
That's crazy.
And then we should just retire after that.
So look, are you happy with your performance in the fight? Are you happy with the way the night went down?
I wish he would have, put up a better fight, so then I could have risen more and done more. And he was surviving.
He was.
So
Before you went out,
it's worked up. But I think that everybody just wants him to win, wanted Mike to win. But
dude, people really don't like us, Jake. People really want to see you get knocked out.
yeah, what did I ever do to anyone?
Well, you climbed on top of the KTLA news van.
Hilarious.
You wasted the government's money
How?
because the FBI had to raid your house.
They wasted their own money. They wasted their own money. Why would they do that? I didn't. And then nothing ever came from it. They didn't even know what they were doing there.
You mentioned that you wanted to fight Canelo Alvarez. What gives you the right to call out one of the greatest boxers of all time, who is 59-2? I'm guessing that in 3 more years, you'll reach his level of expertise and defeat him. In November 2024, Jake, I can give Canelo a real run for his money with this new squad because I have one of the best self-belief systems in the world, and I know what I'm capable of. In an 8-round heavyweight bout at Ant Stadium in Arlington, Texas, Paul met boxing legend Mike Tyson. Despite Tyson's advanced age of 58, the bout attracted a lot of attention. Judges scored the fight 80-72, 79-73, and 7,973 in Paul's favor.
All right, let's do this. Canelo versus Crawford, confirmed. Not a rumor, not speculation, not he said, she said, or someone leaking the story. Confirmed. And I guess the confirmation doesn't get much more rock solid than the Ring Magazine putting this story out first. Ring Magazine, obviously owned by Turkey. Turkey would have been the one to put this deal together, and Turkey would have had to given the green light for the Ring Magazine to even put that story out. That's as confirmation as you need it. That's it. The fight will happen in September. Touch wood, no injuries. Wow. Easily the biggest fight of 2025. I said a few days ago, Benavidez Morale was my most intriguing fight of 2025. Obviously, that's now been put down to second place because this has been announced. Nothing can be announced to top this.
And he won by unanimous decision. This victory elevated Paul's reputation and confidence in the boxing community by adding a well-known opponent to his list of opponents, champion, and then for your girlfriend Utah to win Olympic gold. Yeah, we just have all the belts. That's insane in the world. That's crazy. And then we should just retire after that. So look, are you happy with your performance in the fight? Are you happy with the way the night went down? I wish he would have put up a better fight. So then I could have risen more and done more, and he was surviving.
Do you ever do exhibitions like that, or people like Jake Paul call you out, or these other big stars? Is that business wise even worth it?
When I'm done with boxing, why not? Maybe I do it. I think it's
when you're done competing at the highest level, you're saying?
Yeah, I think it's good because what happened there is other people who never watch boxing, or they don't know anything about boxing, they wanna watch Jake Paul because he's coming from he bring fans from other world, right? Yeah. That's good because everybody enjoy it.
Would you ever entertain that idea when you're done?
Maybe.
So before you went out, it's fed up, but I think that everybody just wants him to win. Want Mike to win, but dude, people really don't like us, Jake. People really want to see you get knocked out. Yeah, what did I ever do to anyone? Well, you climbed on top of the KTLA news van. Hilarious. You wasted the government's money. How? Because the FBI had to raid your house. They wasted their own money. Why would they do that? I did, man. Then nothing ever came from they didn't even know. What they were doing there, Canelo Alvarez has a lot of work ahead of him.
Canelo Alvarez versus Jake Paul in May. That's what ESPN Boxea, ESPN in Spanish is reporting. ESPN in Spanish does 1,000,000 times better than ESPN in English when it comes to boxing. It's just factual. So I really trust their relationship in the boxing world versus the American counterpart, that it's always hit or miss. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they take sources. They don't source where they got it from. But ESPN in Spanish is saying it's very serious talks between Canelo Alvarez and Jake Paul to fight in the USA in May. And it's going to be a joint promotion from Canelo Promotions, from MVP Promotions, and from PBC. I've heard about this fight about 5 months ago, that there was talks about it happening. I couldn't really run with it because it didn't look like that was the direction, but anything is possible. And Jake Paul did tease that he has a big announcement in January. So this may be the big announcement he was working on. But what do you guys think? Canelo and Jake Paul. Jake Paul's been in boxing 5 years. Canelo Alvarez has been in boxing since he was a kid. Been a professional since he's 15. He's fought the likes of Mayweather, Cotto, Danny Jacobs. So many off the top of my head. Pero Angulo. He fought Munguia and Berlanga. And Austin Trout. And so many legends on his resume. Shane Mosley and James Kirkland. And Canelo works very hard to be at the position that he's in. A 4-division champion and undisputed at 68. And him and Jake Paul, marketing-wise, would be a massive, massive fans. Everyone knows Canelo is a rock star. Everyone knows Jake Paul is very popular. It's hard to top Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, but if there's one fight that could top it, this may be it. So it's going to be interesting. And Jake Paul, he shared the ring with Mike Tyson. And a lot of people want to see revenge. Even Canelo said that he would fight him in revenge for Mike Tyson. So this may be on Netflix again. And if it is, that was a movie. They really invested everything.
He is scheduled to fight Terence Crawford in Riyadh in September 2025. This is a highly anticipated fight that has created a lot of buzz in the boxing community. Before that, it was thought that Canelo would fight William Skull in May. But rumors indicate that Billy has agreed to a high-profile fight with Jake Paul in lieu of Skull or Christian. This choice highlights the possible Canelo-Paul matchup's commercial appeal and intrigue. Okay, let's get this done. Confirmed. Canelo versus Crawford, the fight will take place in September, touch wood, and there won't be any injuries. That's as confirmation as you need it. It's not a rumor, speculation, or someone leaking the story, and I suppose the confirmation doesn't get much more solid than the Ring magazine putting the story out first. Ring magazine is obviously owned by Turkey, and Turkey would have been the one to put this deal together.
Jake Paul, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad.
Have you been impressed?
But one thing I like about him, one thing I do like about him, he's selling it. He's selling it, and he's making good money, and he's entertaining. I like it.
Is he? And Floyd, there are many people who believe you're the most talented fighter ever. Period. So whatever you say to this question, I think is important. Are you impressed? Does he have boxing ability, or is he just an entertainer who has a lot of fans and can promote a fight and has fought lesser opponents, or is he actually talented?
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
Does he have the ability, with what you've seen, to continue to mold himself into somebody who can actually? He told me before his goal is to fight Canelo, so that's where his mindset's at.
It get fucked up by Canelo. Oh, I'm sorry, it's TMZ.
You can curse. You can curse. You can curse.
I apologize, but
no apologize about.
There's no way he get demolished. But for what he's doing, as long as they keep getting YouTubers and keep putting them in there with MMA guys,
and give the go-ahead for the Ring magazine to even put that story out. The largest fight of 2025, hands down. A few days ago, I stated that Ben Aid's Morale was the most exciting fight of 2025. However, since this has been announced, nothing can be announced to above this Canelo Alvarez has shown a contemptuous attitude.
Jake Paul's not been shy about wanting to fight Canelo Alvarez one day. Do you think we'll ever see that fight?
Difficult to make the fight for the weight difference and promotions.
Scale 1 to 10. How far away is their skill set right now? 10 being Canelo, let's say 0 is the bottom. Where's Jake Paul on that scale?
Maybe 7.
He's that high?
Maybe 6, 7, yeah. I think of Jake like not a great skilled boxer, but he very strong and he can box. So 3 or 4 more fights, he can fight anybody.